People have been wondering, am I gonna ever take the Ozark Trail dual slalom out to Trestle Bike Park? So you already know I had to. I've done some upgrades such as the handlebars, the brakes, and the fork. We still have the rear shock on that came with the bike, so that does worry me a little bit. But all in all, I think we should be fine. At least I hope. By the way, y'all have been killing it shopping through my Amazon links. It helps out so much and allows me to get out and give you more interesting and exciting videos without having to do sponsored videos. I'm truly thankful, and keep using those links because they help the channel grow at no extra cost to you. Now, even though I have some upgrades on this bike such as new wheels and new tires, which I highly recommend on trails like these, I'm going no holds barred with this bike. I'm sending it down these trails as if I'm on any other expensive mountain bike. Lead us to the promised land. All right. We've already done a couple laps on here before I started filming. I wanted to make sure this bike wasn't going to fall apart, I'm not gonna lie. So now we got the camera out and this bike is actually feeling pretty good. The only thing is holding this bike back is this shock. But surprisingly enough, I don't know if it's because I got used to it so far, but the shock feels like it's getting better. And I don't know if that's actually the case or not, but it's definitely a lot better than it was when I first started. And the thing with this is, it's just a small bump compliance where this shock struggles. Like jumps like that and stuff, like this, it actually feels good. But when you're hitting the little small bumps, that's when it really rattles you and gives you a rougher ride. So I wasn't having fun on this bike at first, I'm not even gonna lie. This shock was really taking the fun out of it. But now after riding it a little bit, it feels a lot better. So if I was investing in this bike, I would definitely do the fork, the shock, and then the brakes, whichever order is more important to you. But those will be really the first and only upgrades you need for this bike, if I'm being honest. For what most people would be using this bike for. Yeah, and these brake bumps do not make it feel any better with this shock. But it's weird, yeah, as far as drops and jumps go, it feels really, really plush. All right, let's stop right here. Wall Street, baby. I wonder where Wall Street is. that jump felt super nice. It's just these small little bumps that really get you with this shock. And these brakes are really nice. These MT200s, $30 each, so $60 for the pair. I can't complain about a $60 set of brakes. That's why I like Shimano so much. Even their low-end stuff allows you to ride stuff like this and not have to worry about stopping power. Now I do have new wheels and tires on here because I do not recommend you coming out somewhere like this riding on the stock wheels and tires. You can do it, but would I recommend it? No, I would not. I would at least get new tires. The new wheels, that's personal preference in my opinion, but more aggressive tires for sure. This bike is surprisingly quiet, other than the rear shock being chattery on some sections. All right.
The more comfy you get, the less brakes you need.
All right, should we hit no quarter with the drop on the progressive shock? All right, we're hitting the drop on no quarter on the Walmart bike. Let's see what happens. Okay, now, if you were listening, I'm sure you did not hear that. Did you even hear the bike drop? That was unbelievably smooth. That was too. That is so weird. That's so weird that this shock gives you such a hard time on the small stuff, but the big drops, you can barely even feel it. I'm lost for words after hitting those two drops. Like, I couldn't even feel the impact. That's unbelievable. And that's 120, 120. Dude, this shock is so weird. In a good and a bad way. sent these drops on my other bikes yet, or these jumps, I mean. I think we got a wood drop up here too that I'm gonna try to hit. See how that feels. This one is a little more harsh, but let's see. Smooth. Very smooth. Dude, this is crazy. Those drop, like, you can feel every little bump. But if you do a big drop, you can't feel it at all. Yeah. So weird. Are you dropping in? Yeah, that's it. So that'll bring us out, yeah. Oh shit, you doing? Oh, I thought we were going double jeopardy.
started on this, and they're like, "Step on that one."
Yeah. All right. I wish I could know how fast we are actually going. This is crazy.